That's right, Angela. We're talking about that and bird watching as well. In fact, joining us right now is John Schaust. He's going to talk briefly here about what's going on with the birds. They're migrating right now. We still have a couple of good, solid weeks for bird watching, but they're on the move in some locations. And also, one thing to point out is that some of these hummingbirds are really in search of something sweet right now.
Yeah, this actually could probably be the best viewing that we've had in hummingbirds for a long time. We have a kind of a perfect storm coming up.
Right.
We have the second brood of young coming out of the nest right now, so there's a lot of youngsters around. We have migration starting, so a lot of the birds are coming out of the north. Mm-hmm. We do have some nectar plants that probably because of the drought didn't fare very well, so
right.
The number of natural plants for them to feed on is down. So all that will drive a lot of birds to your feeders.
Yeah, I don't have any flowers in my yard, but I actually saw a hummingbird for the first time ever in the past 6 years that I've been in our particular home for the first time on one of our trees, and I couldn't believe it. So after reading up on that, you know, and I love hummingbirds because they really are kind of a mystery, and the way they travel from, you know, hundreds of miles from their location is just amazing.
They spend the winter in Central America.
Yeah.
And Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, et cetera, et cetera. So all the way across the Gulf of Mexico,
it's
500
amazing.
to 600 miles nonstop. So
yeah.
They are an incredible bird, incredible adaptations to live the life that they live.
All right, well, let's talk about hummingbirds. I know that you got a couple of things to point out. We'll take a look at the binoculars here in a moment. But first, actually, with the hummingbird feeder, you can find these, by the way, at Wild Birds Unlimited. What are some of the things, how do you mix it up exactly?
Yeah,
I mean, you can buy the feed itself, but you can actually make it at home, too.
There always seems to be this mystery to making nectar. And
right.
Really, there's nothing mysterious about it at all. You just use plain old everyday table sugar. There's been research. It's just as close to natural nectar as we can make at this point. And it is simply a 4-to-1 mixture. So a quarter cup of sugar mixed into a cup of water will make a perfect nectar for hummingbirds. You do not add anything to it. You don't have to put red color
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You don't have to do anything. Just plain old table sugar, 4-to-1 to water, and 1 cup sugar or 1/4 cup sugar to 1 cup of water.
Yeah, the only problem you might have is with the kids trying to help you out with that and get the sugar all over the floor. And then the other thing also that we want to talk about is the binoculars. And you have different sets that you can find.
Well, bird watching just is brought to a whole different level, especially for kids, when you can put a pair of good binoculars in their hands so that they can get up close and personal and really get a good look at it. So there are binoculars specifically made if you're really wanting to get kids interested into nature and birds, that are made specifically to be the right size, the right distance between the pupil for kids, so that they actually can see through the binoculars.
And you mentioned on these you can turn them around as well and use them as a magnifying glass. That's a great idea too. You can look down this way. It's one of those fun little things that actually, if you reverse them and look through the objective end of it, it actually acts as a kind of a magnifying glass. Well, John, we only have a couple more minutes. Or a couple more seconds. I got to ask you, where are some really good spots here locally so people aren't driving all the way down to, let's say, Monroe County, somewhere around here? I know Eagle Creek's probably a good place.
Eagle Creek's a fantastic place. Cool Creek Park in Hamilton County is a great place. Holiday Park is a great place to bird. Southeast Way is a great place to bird on the southeast side of the county. There's just some Fort Harrison State place to bird. Lots and lots of places. And a quick plug. Okay, where are your guys' stores at? Your Wild Birds Unlimited. We have one in Avon, 2 in Carmel, and 1 at 82nd and Dean.
Very good. Hey, John, thanks so much for stopping by. For more information on Wild Birds Unlimited, you can go to fox59.com and just click on the links on our homepage, and then you get more information. A good time to do it this weekend. A little hot. Maybe find a shady forest to see some of your furry friends moving around in the trees. All right, let's send it back into the studio right now. We'll get a quick